But what's that meme? Because we brought up Bret Hart.
Oh, they said one person in their legacy got to go between John Cena, The Rock, Bret Hart, and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
John Cena, The Rock, Bret Hart, Stone Cold Steve.
Yeah.
I gotta kick Bret Hart the fuck out of there easily.
Facts. Bret Hart gotta go. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
I would. Well, we were somewhat having this conversation.
Yeah.
What? Look, I get Bret Hart was a great wrestler, technically, right?
Mm-hmm.
What, like, other than the Canadian run, and every time I think of Bret Hart and I try to go, okay, what's the first thing that comes to my mind? Montreal Screwjob. Yeah.
But do you not think of all the matches Shawn Michaels had with him in between?
No, not really.
They were the first 60-minute Iron Man match.
I get you. I watched it. It was a thing.
Stone Cold Steve Austin put him in a sharpshooter and became.
Now you're getting somewhere. All right. You got to get rid of Bret Hart and everything he did.
Yeah.
Austin still becomes Austin without the sharpshooter. It's fine. He'd bleed somewhere else. We just wouldn't have that cool shirt. That's pretty much it.
He'll still be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. I mean, that was a big moment in retrospect, but I don't think it wasn't like it was a planned moment, I guess. Does that make sense? Where it was like, it could have been anybody putting him in that sharpshooter. That could have been Sting.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Bret Hart.
Well, you remove John Cena. What are you getting rid of? Because I'm not the biggest John Cena fan. I like him.
John Cena single-handedly held down WWE for 10 years.
We could probably not have a WWE if it wasn't for him.
He's been on Fruit Loop, Fruity Pebbles. He's fucking in movies now. He's doing a lot of things that still get.
You're fucking right. I don't think Bret ever had that moment.
Yeah.
But he kind of did in the 90s.
But did he have it for a decade?
He was on The Simpsons.
John Cena's been on The Simpsons, I'm pretty sure.
I bet you John Cena could be on The Simpsons at request. But on The Simpsons, didn't Bret Hart not play his character? It wasn't his voice.
I don't think so. Did Bret Hart have a WWE showcase on a video game?
What would it be?
John Cena did.
You're right. Now that I think about it, Bret Hart's an overrated fuck. He might be on the level of like a Dean Malenko. Like, he was a great wrestler.
Shawn Michaels was obviously better.
Like, he didn't mess up a lot. That might be.
He was a technical wrestler.
But it's almost like, when you're saying somebody's good at something, but then you go technically. It's like, that's not. It's like, technically he's good. Look, let's be real. He wasn't a great promo.
Hey, people came in, filled seats for the Shawn Michaels and him beef.
I feel like they were doing that anyway. Was it them carrying the show?
At one point.
Because I remember at that time, Austin was on his rise already. He was in the Intercontinental picture. I remember ordering a pay-per-view just because Austin was on the mid card. Like, I think people were ordering pay-per-views for the mid card at that
But I
point.
think their feud was in like 96, 95, isn't it? Isn't it that late?
Oh,
That
you might
early?
be fucking right. No, wait. Survivor Series 97 was Montreal screw job. What was Austin doing on that card? When did Austin go against Owen Hart and break his neck? That was 97.
Let me see. What was
I think that was SummerSlam 97, if I recall. While Wonder looks that up, hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Oh, we got Trey Love in the building. Haven't seen Trey Love in a while.
Mankind defeated Hunter Hearst Helmsley with China by escaping the cage. Goldust
Big
with
blue
Marlena defeated Brian Pillman. The Legion of Doom defeated the Goodwins. British Bulldog defeated Ken Shamrock by disqualification.
Austin probably wasn't even on that card.
None of them are on that card.
Survivor Series 90.
Oh, Survivor Series, not SummerSlam?
It was Survivor Series, yeah. Austin was 97 SummerSlam, I believe, is when he broke his neck. I'll look that up. Broke his freaking neck. 97. I've never heard this. Wait, this is wrong. It says, for those who don't know, Stone Cold Steve Austin injured his neck badly on an episode of Raw in 97. That's fucking wrong. Kiss ass. SummerSlam 97. And I have a feeling that was before Survivor Series. Because Survivor Series is usually in November.
Yeah, it was Survivor Series 97, Montreal.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Austin was out with the injury. Remember he did the whole that whole thing, like it was like during the Christmas episodes and shit, where he stunned Santa Claus and
Yeah.
he was fucking with The Rock. Yeah. Sorry guys, we're just trying to re-rack
we're
our
trying to-
memories there. Been such a long time. And then Bret Hart goes to WCW and does nothing and is a bore fest. He made the NWO not cool anymore.
They had a Survivor Series elimination match. The New Age Outlaws and the Goodwins defeat the Headbangers and the Blackjacks. Then it was the Truth Commission defeat the Disciplines of Apocalypse.
Disciples.
Disciples, yeah.
That was the
Crush Skull and Abel.
redneck gang. No, the biker gang.
Survivor Series elimination match. Team Canada.
See, that's when Bret Hart did his best work.
He wasn't even in that match,
But it was the Hart Foundation, right?
I guess. It was Jim, and then the British Bulldog.
Yeah, that's Hart Foundation.
Doug Farnas, and Phil LaFon.
Oh, that.
Defeat Team USA, Vader,
That was the French
Mark
group, I think.
Miro, Goldust, and Steve Blackman.
Fucking jobbers.
And Kane defeats Mankind.
Well, speaking of this time we did, let's just bring this up real quick. Well, point button on that one. Do you agree? Are you agreeing that Bret Hart overrated?
Yeah.
Like how far overrated? Like I'll put this out there. I think Chris Jericho way better wrestler than Bret Hart. Way better wrestler, way bigger star.
Way better.
way more
All around
entertaining.
wrestler.
Yeah,
Entertainment to wrestling. Yeah.
I'd put Chris Jericho maybe 10 notches above.
But a lot of these golden era wrestlers, I really have to. I don't want to give them pass because they're golden and it elevated from there, but
Because of the time.
yeah, sometimes because of the time, they need to be out of conversation.
Yeah, like I have a hard time putting Hogan, but it's weird. I have a hard time putting Hogan in my like top 10 or
Mhm.
anything, even though he's like the biggest star. But I don't have a problem doing that with like Macho Man. Like I feel like Macho Man, like
I even like Macho Man like that.
really?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know why. Like Hogan just feels like way more dated.
He is. I didn't like Andre the Giant either.
Me neither. I
didn't even
never
like.
enjoyed a match.
I never liked the Giant either.
Did you ever watch the Hogan versus Andre WrestleMania
Snorefest.
3?
Snorefest, bro.
Jesus, they're gonna be mad at you on that one.
What are you talking about? You so many power slam. Fuck that shit.
See that shit all the time. When John Cena lifted 3 motherfuckers on his shoulders.
And did his finishing move. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats Owen Hart to win the title, the Intercontinental title. That was the same Survivor Series.
Stone Cold beat who?
Owen Hart.
For this. Oh, so that's when he
won the title.
Won it back.
I guess so.
Wait, no. He never lost it to.
It says Steve Austin defeats Owen Hart to win the title.
To win the title. When did he lose it? Because he didn't even lose it at SummerSlam, but he had to turn it over.
I guess, yeah. Shawn Michaels win the title. Montreal Screwjob. Yep.
Skrill Kill Macho Man is overrated for sure. We got to do our overrated list because now that you said that, we got to put Bret Hart on there.
Bret Hart's definitely on there. I don't want to get into that because there's a lot of them like I have on the top of my head.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's the you got to listen to the Cornette talking about the Bash at the Beach thing because he explains Russo's sort of philosophy and how it's like very similar to Tony Khan, where they both catered to the smart wrestling fans. So for instance, there's always this idea that, you know, John Cena was the biggest star in wrestling because he held down other people. You know what I mean? There was always some other big star that was just like being held down because John Cena was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that mentality comes from the smart wrestling fans, the internet wrestling fans. And in reality, it always shows that they're wrong when it comes to the masses.
Mm-hmm.
They're always going against the grain. So they have these writers now, like in AEW, who write to cater to the smart wrestling fans. And that doesn't appeal to anybody but them.
Yeah.
So that's why you'll see, in some goofy wrestling promotion, fucking Kota Ibushi wrestling a blow-up doll. And people go, yeah, it's great.
That's
like,
wrestling.
Why doesn't everybody like this? So it's like, yeah, that's kind of, I think the insight that Cornette gave that I thought was really, really smart. And it kind of explains why new wrestling sucks.
New wrestling does suck.
Yeah.
Bret Hart suck. No, I wouldn't say that.
Bret Hart. Kurt Angle, way above Bret Hart.
Oh, most definitely.
Way above Bret Hart. I'm trying to think of a lower level. Like, I kind of put Bret Hart and
Seth Rollins.
I'd put him above Bret Hart. I'd rather watch Seth Rollins as much as he annoys me.
Baby.
What about like Bret Hart and Rey Mysterio? I would put them on the same level. Like neither of them are bad. They're not. They don't suck, but they're not good promos. They're good workers.
They're good workers.
Rey Mysterio may have an edge over Bret Hart because he's funner to watch. I'd rather watch a Rey Mysterio match, I guess. But I care about it just as much.
Yo, I thought Rey Mysterio was really dead when he was spitting blood out of his mouth. He was getting his head squeezed. Yeah.
Squeezed his fucking head. That shit was pretty graphic, though.
Yeah.
Chris Benoit, overrated. Squirrel kill.
You know what?
His best moves were his last. Jesus.
Now that you think about it, wasn't that great of a wrestler.
Chris Benoit?
Yeah.
I have been saying that. I think it's... I think when people try to put him up as one of the greats now, it's just because he killed his family. They want to look like, oh, I'm being edgy.
Yeah.
I'm being out there with my take. It's like, what do you think about Grizzly Smith? He was good? He was good in the ring? He was a shit.
Well, he was good with some kind of ring.
Good with, yeah. I know he's part of a few kind of rings, if you know what I mean.